Alright, guys, I have got my life together, so I don't always have to be going live for my recordings. And I got an energy, and I did write things down. Oh my god, did I write things down, y'all? I love to write things down. I'm gonna set this on top of the Bible here. I don't know, I feel it's more protected. I wrote down these two things because I do like to take notes. And my tablet was kind of messing up, writing at the best quality, so I figured out how to connect my phone to my one computer through Microsoft. And I feel very proud of myself. But I wrote down these two notes. They're caged in a trap of deceit from practicing dark magic on an innocent of the light. Alright? I'm just running this over here. Okay, just so you guys see. Then it says, wants to apologize to save themselves, but a lot of time has passed and chose another partner, making this decision a second option. They made you a second option, and things are not going well. Okay? I don't know if you guys could see that. I try to get this video up to the best quality as I possibly can, because I'm in the middle of shuffling money around. Shuffling money, guys. But this is the reading, and I was sitting here thinking I need to save money, and I do have money, but I figured I needed to save some, but then I go, why not make my own? So my grandson had these cards, like business suit and all that, and I wrote shit down on them. And I was going to do a reading yesterday, but I sat there and said, I don't know. I want to finish this deck out first. And I just kept getting downloads and kept writing on these cards, and I don't know, I'm like vibing with this deck. Alright, tell us more what's going on in this situation, Source. Tell us what's going on in this situation. I mean, this is a nice little deck here. And it has stuff in the back and the front, so it's easy to read from. Someone had a bright idea. See? I don't know, it's like the cutest thing ever. I love it. I mean, I'm vibing and loving this deck. And then he says, questions are being answered. Dang. Alright. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and reshuffle these little cards. I don't know, I like these little cards because those big cards sometimes are just so hard for me. Alright, now I'm going to just turn these around so because I'm going to ask the collective different questions. Because you got to shuffle and ask them different questions sometimes. What questions are being answered, Divine? I mean, this was on my meditative state I did this. This is the stuff I do. I was up to 1 o'clock in the morning making this deck, y'all. Leveling up status. They want to level up status somehow. Jeez. Alright, why do they want to level up status? Tell us, we want to know. Why do they want their status leveled up? I don't know, these are the most useful cards. I'm thinking about going in the kids section and getting more of these cards. This would be something I do, y'all. Alright. Oh, because they're strong-minded. They're an elephant. They're remembering. This just came up there. And their lessons are learned. Lessons are learned, collective. I guess they learned some karmic lesson. Oh, damn. And they're covering up evidence. Jeez. And then ending suffer with judgment. This is why I like these little cards. And I didn't have to pay for nothing. They were just sitting around my house. I'm just getting ready to move here. Lies have been fed. Jeez. Forces align. War energy begins. I don't know if I would trust this if you're resonating with this at all. God is fueling you with wisdom. God's fueling somebody with wisdom. Maybe it's that innocent. God is not going to fuel anything to somebody that's in this devil energy, guys. God won't. And then we have doctors. Spiritual illness or physical came up. Jeez Louise. And then it says, moving between lovers, kangaroo. Wow. I can tell a whole story with these cute little cards, y'all. I can. You just ask the collective, and it's like, and I wrote all these down. Then someone in this energy is protected by God 100%. I thought that one was cute, y'all. And then beautifully awakened. Somebody is beautifully awakened to the situation. I want to say it's that innocent. Then we got sour attitude leaves mark. Damn. That sucks to be them. Small seeds bring abundance. Somebody was just starting all these small seeds and no one thought they made a difference. Reaching for obstacles. Somebody kept reaching out for the stars, reaching out for obstacles. Me wanting to make it. And then we got barriers were crossed. The mountain. Barriers were crossed, y'all. Then we got ostrich pretending not to see intentions. Somebody they had their head in the sand. They had their head in the sand. They didn't want to see what was being done. Being low-key avoiding. Alright. Someone's avoiding the whole situation. I want to say it's the innocent that's 100% protected by God. And then we got a woman, lover, friend, or family that's involved. A woman came out. And then we got brown. Dark spots on soul. So someone's moving with a dark soul. And then there's a girl involved. Alright, I didn't write anything down on that one. But I didn't think it needed to because the divine didn't have me. Then we got raincoat. You are sheltered from the storm. Someone sheltered from this war. Then we got cement mixer. Mixing energy alchemy. Someone's alchemizing this entire situation and ignoring it. Wow. I would, if it was me, I would, y'all. Alright, let's go more. These little cards are working out well. They are working out well. And then we got full of lies and betrayal. And there's something going on here. Something's full of lies. Lies hide in the darkness. Lies are hiding in the darkness. Someone's just alchemizing this shit and moving around in their hot air balloon and avoiding everything. Angels come rescue. Angels are coming to the rescue. 1111 possibly. And then we got 3. Trianglement is beginning. Deception. Someone wants to triangleize a relationship, guys. I don't know. Maybe that's why this other person's avoiding. It says devil seed. Someone is the devil seed. I don't know why I had eggplant there. Maybe they're... I don't know. Maybe they're represented by an eggplant. And then we've got airplane, leaving in safety. Someone's trying to leave in safety. It doesn't necessarily have to be an airplane at this point, guys. This is what I had to work with. The divine, I was just channeling all these cards. Then we got abundance coming in with blessings. Alright, somebody this is innocent that's been just trying to survive the world here. Your abundance is coming in. And then we got universe allows 0 excuses. Okay. The universe is allowing 0 excuses. And then we got throwing shade on innocent. The tomatoes. I thought that one was cute. And then there's healthy beginnings for somebody now that they got rid of that devil seed. And then we got words of wisdom were given to an innocent. Alright. Oh. Alright, guys. I don't know, it's just easier for me to do this, y'all. I'm going to keep going with these little cards. They're my most informative cards. Astral traveling is increased. Somebody's able to astral travel more. Yay! Life is falling apart due to karma for somebody out there. Karma came. Simple minds don't think big. They're potatoes. Simple minds don't think big. Love gives no main dish. That love they have, they're not given the main dish. They're a side salad. Then we got presents are given with bad intentions. Damn. Letting go set a blessing free. Somebody see the peanut shells? They let a blessing just fly in. That was it. And somebody is moving in silence. They just moving in silence with cold intentions. And then we got a high priestess is uplifted. Alright, well, somebody got graded. I'm told to change decks. I mean, are these... I'm just excited over this deck. It's amazing how I'm, stressed out because of all this moving stuff, and I get excited over this deck that I made by hand. It made me feel better. I think this is for somebody that the small things really do matter. And if you are resonating with this and enjoy my new tiny deck, which I cannot sell this because, I don't know. I mean, it's going to be hard when I'm channeling out all this stuff. But, yeah. Alright, this is my coloring book. Yeah, I know, guys. I know. I feel the energy on this side of the screen. Sometimes when you're just starting out, and I think the simple ways are better. I think simple ways are better. I love, sometimes the fanciest stuff to me doesn't have as much meaning. I did this, I can't afford other things, but why when the simple things are the best? And I put so much energy into making this. Alright, tell me about this situation more. Otherworldly influences change fates and bring universal judgment. This judgment can lead to a war, but peace always will prevail. I wrote this. It was a Doctor Who thing I got. Alright. That's one thing about this energy. Alright, tell us more, Spirit. Tell us more, Source. What is going on? How can I relay this message in the perfect way? Many people will follow a false emperor in pursuit of a narrative that never served. The community lies spread, destroy relationships, and bring illumination of moon energy. This emperor could be a male or a female, guys. It's just someone that's in leadership, okay? I kind of thought when I seen that, I go, man, that kind of looks like a whole bunch of people Like they're in thought thinking about some shit or something. I don't know. Alright, tell us more, Spirit. Tell us more. Alright. Alright, right here. Wheel of Fortune is turned to bring balance where injustice was once done in wicked actions. Divine justice will always balance in karma. See, that reminds me of the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is spinning for somebody. It's spinning. Alright, tell us more about this situation, collective. I mean, if you're resonating with this, God bless you, because, wow, that's all I got to say. Alright, a divine union is brought forth from the consequences of deceitful action. This union brings death to a previous union lost. Okay, well, someone is getting a divine union because of this devil seed. Because of the devil seed. Somebody was the devil seed. Alright. I'm going to stop playing. I'm just excited. I actually don't have to worry about storage between this, and I got Microsoft Edge and all these things, and I got them all to cooperate at one time with better camera quality. So, yeah. Alright. Alright, tell me, universe, more about the situation. New foundations are made from the ashes of the past. Renewal of spirit and creativity repair a wounded soul. I want to say this is the innocent, and this is the room where they're being put back together. Okay? They're not wounded no more, y'all. Source said, and God said, hell no. Source said, they're coming back. And that's it. And they didn't give a damn who cared. This is what I'm getting. This is the vibe. Alright, we got, okay, this came up again. This is divine union. We know about the divine union. Tell me more. Tell me more. Levels of deceit delay good harmony and cycle. These delays can bring or take away blessings. Damn, whoever went up against this innocent, blessings are going to be taken away. It could be money, or promises, or even spiritual gifts. Even spiritual gifts can be taken, y'all. Do not take anything for granted. Be happy for what you are, for what you're in, because everything is temporary. Enjoy the moment. Alright, mindful actions bring clarity to situations lost. The past lessons in our journey define life lessons learned. Somebody graduated from a karmic cycle, so these people cannot affect this person, male or female. Alright, Source has spoken. Now let's get more cards out, y'all. I love those damn little cards. I mean, I do want to get the Intuitive Kev cards. I really, really do. I get excited about these, thinking about the Intuitive Kev, and I probably will. But I'm probably going to use these little tiny cards that I have all the time. I don't know. I'm vibing with it. I don't know if y'all see my footprints. Yeah. I'm going to read Footprints for you guys, because this is my favorite poem right here, Footprints. Somebody was throwing this away, and I really liked it. So I'm going to, whoever hasn't seen or heard of Footprints, it's such a beautiful thing. One night a man had a dream. He dreamed he was walking along the beach with the Lord. Across the sky flash scenes from his life. For each scene, he noticed two sets of footprints in the sand. One belonged to him and the other to the Lord. Alright, OWTT. Okay, I don't know. Okay. When the last scene of his life flashed before him, he looked back at the footprints in the sand. He noticed that many times along the path of his life there was only one set of footprints. He also noticed it happened at the very lowest and saddest time in his life. This really bothered him. He questioned the Lord about it. Lord, you said that once I decided to follow you, you'd walk with me all the way, but I haven't noticed that during the most troublesome times of my life, there is only one set of footprints. I don't understand why I need you most you would leave me. The Lord replied, my precious, precious child, I love you, and I would never leave you. During your times of trial and suffering, when you only see one set of footprints, it was then I carried you. It brings tears to my eyes. I'm about ready to cry, y'all. But yeah, this is my favorite poem. I'm a writer. I love to write. I was probably going to start writing soon, but yeah, that brings tears in my eyes because when I found out my dad died and I had nobody. The love of my life that I thought was the love of my life left me, and I had nobody. Nobody. Because my mom's already passed, guys. You guys already know because I talked to my mom. So all I had was people that were deceased, and I was at my lowest point, and God showed up for me. And thank God I was able to see my dad, because I could see dead people, but yeah. And I guess through my life, that poem brings tears to my eyes because I see the other side. I see them, and I see the footprints, and I understand that, and I resonate with that poem big time. That's why I have it on my live stream. That's why it's going to be right here in the camera whenever I do it, because I think God has carried me more than once, guys. More than once. Whenever I have bad people that hurt me and I'm scared, and I have people that are deceptive around me, I call upon Source. I call upon Source for everything. I have a Bible. If I have any kind of questions and I don't trust anybody and I don't have any good advice, I literally put in a Bible and I'll say, "Can you please help me with this?" It's like a messenger. It's like I give email to God. I put things in a Bible and write things down, and I get helped. So we got King of Cups. All right, this is someone that's moving in love. This could be a male or female, guys, and they're in that strong king energy. I mean, so we're good there. And then we got the moon. Illusions are being lifted from whatever situation you're going in or out of. And then the DNA test is positive for whoever is involved in this situation. If it's your baby, it is your baby. So whatever you got yourself into, it is your baby, and this is the Source's way of saying you got to take care of your responsibilities. Then we got demanding. Someone is being demanding in your atmosphere. You set impossible standard for your partner to meet. Be less demanding. You're being too demanding with somebody. Maybe it's the person that's pregnant. Maybe you should be nicer to the person that's pregnant and let your heart out. And here's this death energy. These are these cards I got a long time ago, guys. And this is the death energy. There's coffins. There's death to some kind of situation. I don't know. There's death here. A relationship or something has just died. I don't know. And then we got a spirit link right here. Stay aligned with your righteous dreams and ideals, and you will find success. We could do that. And then we got here in April. I don't know, April's significant to somebody. If it's someone's birthday, April 18th. Maybe this is when the baby's gonna be born. I don't know. I have a whole barrel, you guys. I mean, I make cards out of baby flashcards for children, but I have these cards of things that I don't know. Sometimes I think they're not informative enough, so I throw them all in this bucket thing, a storage bucket, and then I just pull out just random cards when I come on. And this source says that's fine. And I get better readings. And then I got fed up. Over it, not having it, frustrated. Somebody's fed up. Maybe they're fed up because they're pregnant and this person is very demanding on them. I get it. When you're pregnant, you don't want to be bothered like that. And then we got effort. Setting clear boundaries, your relationship. Fighting to keep your romance standing strong. Battling competition, defending your position at work, facing professional challenges. Okay, somebody here is in this effort energy, okay? They in this effort energy. They're trying to stand their ground with something. Maybe it's this person that got this other person pregnant and they're angry at them. I don't know. I just deliver y'all's messages. I'm being told to reshuffle, so this is what I do. Alright, we got this. And this. Alright. Alright, let's see what else we get. Alright, now we got fear of loss. Somebody's fear of losing something. You are afraid of losing someone or of being abandoned. Take a chance. Somebody's fear of losing something. You know, if you sit there and wonder about it your entire life, even if you get told no, it's a lesson learned. I mean, sometimes you gotta lose something to gain something. And if this is the person that has a baby, which I feel it is, it's someone that has a baby on the way. Maybe you just need to embrace the reality that you cannot be with the other person that you were with, and this is your new reality, and you need to take care of your child. And then if you don't want to be with the person eventually that is the mother of your child, I guess that's okay. That is totally okay. So you would just have to be with somebody else altogether, and it can't be your past person because it's going to disrupt your family. Alright, and then here, this is the Jezebel energy. Maybe the person, this came up, and like I said, I have all these in a bucket. I'm in the middle of moving, guys. Maybe the person that's pregnant is a Jezebel, and that's why the DNA test says it's positive. Well, everyone makes mistakes. Maybe you can forgive them for being a Jezebel. I mean, everyone changes, guys. And then we got alignment. Like a cosmic match made in heaven, we are magically aligned. We fit together so naturally. Somebody wants to say this to somebody about alignment. If you do, you do. But what's meant to be is meant to be. Just like the footprints in the sand. And then we got untrue stories. I don't think I've ever pulled this card. I've had these cards for a year. I've never pulled this once. Very weird. You can tell yourself bad things, change your stories, and see the good things that can happen. Alright, you can tell yourself bad things, change your stories, and see the good things that happen. Alright, so if you had a really bad story. I've never pulled this card. I didn't even know I had it, y'all. I mean, it just came out of the pile of misplaced cards. Alright, if you had a story that, I guess if you had a story you just said and you see it in a different perspective, it might not be so bad. Maybe you were meant to go through a bunch of hardships, even if you did get a Jezebel pregnant. Maybe you did. Maybe you're not meant to be with that person, but maybe you're meant to be a single dad or a single mom and meet someone else. Maybe that's the path. Maybe that's the message. But I don't think you're supposed to go back to the past because we already had a coffin come up with the death energy. Then we got Guardian Shield here. Protection surrounds you, trust in your safety. You got all this protection that's surrounding someone. I mean, at this point, I think this is a collective reading, but so protection at this time is surrounding somebody. And then we got receipts. Someone does not have receipts on you. There's no evidence, there's no guilty as charged, and there's no exposure. Somebody, they don't have receipts on you. They say they do. It's whatever blackmail's going on, it's not true. Then we got important parts. And this here is embrace each element, weaving them all in your story with openness and understanding. Accept each piece of your story as a part of your story and make the best of it. We all got a shadow side. Shit, I've done some bad shit in the past. And things left my life. Some good things left, and then I learned my lesson, and other good things happen. When one good thing leaves and you learn your lesson, another good thing comes in. So maybe it's this baby. Maybe your ex you was in love with, and you really want to be with the new baby with them, co-parent, whatever. Maybe that's not going to happen. Maybe as you're a single parent, you're going to meet this whole other person, and you're not meant to be in alignment with them forever. That's what I'm gathering from it, guys. And then open to receive. Invite abundance with open heart, embrace, and the blessings waiting to flow into your life. Be open to receive. Someone's just... I mean, I was listening to I listen to a lot of different live streamers, guys. I support the community, but he said your heart chakra is never closed. You're just not recognizing it. You're not opening it up. You're not seeing the bigger picture. That's why you see a lot of these tarot cards going around with the bigger picture. The bigger picture. It's always about the bigger picture. That's what it is, because that's what Source does. Whoever's heart chakra's open, that's who they serve. They serve the one with the heart chakras that are open because they can't get to you if it's closed. That's why the devil's always trying to get you to do things that are against your heart. I know we have a soul connection. Someone out there wants to tell you they got a soul connection with you. Alright, and then we have... This is an energy. Someone wants to have an energy harvest with you, but it got revoked. Okay. This energy harvest is not happening. Whoever was. And then there's a frequency harvest. They were trying to astral travel to you and harvest off of you. This is an energy vampire. Then we got intuitive healing. Your intuition guides you towards deep inner healing. Someone once is doing deep inner healing. There ain't nothing wrong with that. And someone was twisting them around and blinding someone and trying to bind them like a yoga pretzel. I call this is imprisonment to me. Someone wanted to imprison you. Whoever this is for. Somebody wants to imprison someone. Someone don't know how you feel. There's someone that just doesn't know how you feel. They can't read you. They can't suck your energy. They can't harvest you. They can't access you. says life without redemption. Someone's leaving a life without any redemption. That's a message for someone. Turn back on love and broke own heart. Someone turned back on a love and they broke their own heart. That happens. Next month looks promising. 35, or someone is 35, or 35 could be an angel number for somebody, guys. But next month is looking promising to somebody out there. I don't know. I'm happy for you. Regrets from past trauma bring you to calmer waters with clarity. You're recovering from past trauma. Amen. I feel the textual energy. Oh my God, this has to be an ex for somebody. Or someone that likes you a lot. I don't know. You know, these exes, they go away, they find other people, then they say, man, I like the last one. But, some people act like it's Walmart when they go meet people. They could just go in the clearance bin and this and that and recycle all kinds of things that are not on the clearance rack no more. Sometimes people just get rid of it. And they just put you over on the clearance rack and see what else wants you. Then we got the Chariot. I heard that from a live streamer. She always talks about the clearance rack because when you're bargain shopping, you always go on the clearance rack. And some people just take themselves off the clearance rack because they don't want to be bought. It's so funny though. We got the Chariot. Taking decisive action in love, asserting control over your romantic life, high ambitions, motivation and control in the workplace, determination to achieve financial success. All right, somebody is determined and moving with a Chariot. It don't have to mean love. It could be just your workplace. Maybe somebody's pursuing what they want to do and they're not letting anybody stop them. Their Chariot is moving and nobody's stopping it. They don't care what they do. They don't care if they create a hurricane in front of them. They're still going to do it. And a situational ship is over. Somebody in somebody's energy, or this could be you, I don't know. You could have a situational ship, but it's not happening no more. They're done. Alright, we got provide. Someone is here that's going to provide for somebody. Possibly the child. I don't know. So someone got to provide. And there's no more playing around. I think this has to do with the child. Someone got paid for that baby. Maybe that's why they're moving ahead with this money. I don't know. Alright, someone doesn't trust chaos. Don't recycle heartbreak like plastic bottles. This person doesn't trust your chaos. I want to say this is an ex. Oh my God. This is someone's ex that don't want to deal with somebody. And it's funny as hell. I just want to laugh. It's so funny. Whatever is going on here. Then we got 8 of Wands. Slow movement, guys. Slow movement's coming in. For somebody. For something. Whatever you're waiting on is going to be slow-ass movement. Alright, oh God, here's another. This is, to me, what is this? It says here, to me these cards don't make any sense, and they always come off with this dark energy. This is like a dark energy. I want to say almost like, it's a vampire. This is a male practitioner. They come across like a vampire to me. There's a dark practitioner that cannot put dark spells on you no more. That's what they're. Alright, and then we got new generation. Alright, somebody's family, their new generational stuff. Someone is not going to have a new generation. Maybe this baby, maybe the baby, you know what? With that card coming up like that, I'm thinking this baby, this test coming up positive means it's not their baby. Because we already had the Jezebel. I think this positive test means it's not their baby. And this person lied. I think it's opposite. I don't know, guys. This is what I'm channeling. This was opposite. There was a baby in the collective. This person left an Empress energy. Someone that was very, very nourishing. And as they... This is what's coming in. It's a side note for somebody. And they got pregnant, but they were sleeping with 2 people at the time. And all this time they were saying that this other person didn't want nothing to do with them. They just said, hell no, you must go. So they went after the person they were with because they knew they had this all the time going on. Okay? Stay with me. And then, now... And the truth always finds a way to come out, guys. It always finds a way to come out. When the truth came out, the other person wanted to find out if it's their baby, but they were already with this other person. So, now, I mean, tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. I don't know, but this is what I'm channeling. Anyways, they go, and this other person went and got the DNA test, and it's their kid, and it's not the person they're with. So their family lineage will not be set forth because it is not their baby, and they've been investing in this energy, and I think they gave up a past love while they were doing it. And it's been so much time, and they're not, and we got Don't Trust the Chaos. I do have photogenic memory, so I don't really need to always hold off these cards. We got Don't Trust the Chaos, so maybe this other person, even if they find out that the baby's not theirs and they could start over, I think they're just over the chaos. So I think they, in the midst of all this, with being with the Jezebel, they lost the Jezebel because they lost interest because the baby's not theirs. What the hell are they going to tell their mom and everybody else? So they broke up because that came in reverse. And then the new person, I mean their past person, doesn't really want much to do with it because they don't want the chaos, and they healed. And we got the coffin energy. We got the death energy. So now that we got the death energy on top of that, oh boy. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's what I'm picking up. That is what I'm channeling. I don't know. I'm just in a free channel and just living my life here. Alright, they cannot surveil somebody. Someone was spying on somebody with a surveillance state. Alright, someone is not ignoring somebody no more. Alright, they're paying attention to somebody now. Okay, maybe it's the Jezebel, the test came up positive for somebody else. Then we got mind and heart alignment. Someone has complete alignment with everything, and they cannot be touched. They're completely healed, and they're moving on. Then someone is being chained to codependency, unhealthy attachment being way down. This person, the DNA test came in. They're being chained to this situation to face reality because they don't want to face the reality. And then we got excessive control. Set boundaries and assert your independence. Healthy relationships are built on mutual respect. They have no boundaries with this other energy, and they're having someone else's baby. Then heartfelt guidance for this person comes from someone because they probably feel sorry because they're going through hell and back. I heard hell's probably a little bit nicer than what they're going through. And then I couldn't tell you face to face. They could, and this came in opposite, guys. They could have told you face to face. They're lying. Now they want to do everything they can to come back to you. Do not take them back. I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but I would not take them back. This energy does not feel truthful to me. Still not over it. Someone is over it. Someone thinks they're still not over it, but they are over it. They think they're not over it, but they are. And then communication is in the reverse. The other person thinks that they still could come and love bomb. They cannot. No, it's a no. It's a no. Then we got an Emperor. Dominance in the relationship. Loss of sensuality. Rigid and uncompromising partner. And implementing structure, establishing discipline, routine. Well, maybe this is the pregnant person. They're trying to be an emperor over here. They're saying, I gotta give birth now because I know in the state that I live in, you cannot get an abortion after so many weeks. I think it's, God, I don't know the exact things, but it used to be like, I don't know, it used to be like you could be like 2 or 3 months along, but because of the laws and different things that went past, you gotta damn near be a month pregnant, maybe a month and a half, and you gotta get that abortion at that time, or you're not allowed, or you could go to jail. You could go to jail. And then if you don't want the baby afterwards, you can give the baby up for adoption, but you gotta have the baby or you go to jail. Alright, we got somebody did not take wisdom of the heart. And that's why they're in this problem right now. Then we got things are getting better for somebody. Probably the innocent that has 100% protection from God. And then we got something is not mismatched no more. They were replaced. They were replaced by self-healing, self-love. Maybe for some of you, a whole other person. Alright, now we got a Queen of Cups. Someone that's operating without love. Someone operates without love. Maybe it's this pregnant one. Alright. And then June 20th came in upside down. Something is not happening June 20th that you thought was going to happen. Whatever's on your mind and pops up that was happening on June 20th is not happening. And then we got February 16th also. Maybe you guys were planning a trip. That's not happening. And then someone was not using sexual protection. It came in reverse. So, if that was on your mind, was they using sexual protection? No, it was in reverse. And then we have stop, they're stingy. Someone is not stingy. Someone said they were stingy and horrible and mean. They are not. They're nice. Alright, then we have sippin', nosy. Someone was not nosy and not spreading rumors and not gossiping. If whatever comes to your mind as I say it, that is who it is. These are messages I meant to put out for you guys every day. Because besides my medical job, this is part of my other job now. Which I'm very glad to have. I'm very glad to serve you these messages. It's fun. I mean, I could sit here and be bored. But no. Why be bored when I could give you messages? Alright, something 53 could be significant. 53, an angel number. By the end of the month, something is not going to happen. There's a lot of opposites coming on here. I don't know what's going on in your energy. Alright, someone's in the star energy. It's probably this innocent that everybody's been trying off. We got hope and inspiration, and they're going to creative boast. They're going in a star energy. Good for you, collective. And then the 8 of Wands, my God. The star energy is coming in fast. Look at that. It was before the Eight of Wands was in reverse for the other person. Now it's going good. Someone's mission to take someone out is not working. You're not taking no one out. Someone is not falling in love with you. It's probably this innocent. And we got Page of Cups. And we got gossip messages. Curiosity. Someone's curious. Probably about the star with all this momentum going on. This is the karma you get, brother. Got lies of envy. Turn against the gossiper. Damn. Holla. You have the power to create the timing by taking action. 34, 34, 34. This, this person that just doesn't give a damn over here, that just keeps moving, I don't think they care. They just keep moving, and they got the Eight of Wands, and they just keep moving with all this negativity. And somebody is not fighting for what you love. Alright, someone's over here not fighting for what you love. I don't think they love you anymore. I mean, I'm just being blunt honest, guys. Inner peace. Someone got inner peace. And they're not fighting for love no more. They got inner peace and said, see ya. I'm done. And they honestly have peace, letting it go. Someone has let go and they are just done. That coffin energy came. It came. So. Alright, now we have, I really value your opinion and the unique perspective that you have to offer. Respect. Okay, somebody respects somebody here. That's good. That really is good. That respect is on the table, and this came in reverse, of course. When you rise to the challenge, it means to rise you, okay? When somebody rises to the challenge, it does not meet you. The challenge wins. Probably so the person with the Jezebel. And then we have plant parent, and this is an artist. Someone is not an artist and is not moving in an artistic flow. That is what I'm pulling. There is no artistic bone in this person's body. They just pretend to be one. Then we got sunset, and this talks about deadlines, aging, and fading. There's a deadline. I'm taking this as it's some kind of contract, a spiritual contract that has expired. The deadline is here. You cannot go back. Too much time has passed. That's what I am getting. Alright, now we have, is this the 10 of Cups or is this the 9? Yeah, 9 of Cups, guys. I think this one was, oh, happiness. Yeah, this is the happy card. Alright, someone is happy. And it came right after the, oh my god, I need to get a drink. This is so funny. Someone is happy because of the deadline. This is what they're at. They are happy because of this deadline. Somebody has been waiting for the deadline and it's making them happy to not have to ever see you again. Oh my god. It is hilarious, guys. Hilarious. Oh my god. That is like the biggest laugh of the day, y'all. I love Spirit. I'd be getting bored in here. Wish granted. Someone's wish was granted and it comes right after this. This is what they wanted. They were... I'm getting a side message that somebody was so tired of the drama. They put in a wish for your cycle to end sooner, and it did. And for you not to come back. Oh my god. Oh Lord, this is too funny. Oh my god, that is sober. No, that is sober, not retrograde. Alright, what does this mean here? Okay, somebody's excuses and responsibilities, whatever excuses they were using, they were lying. If you thought they were excuses, they are excuses. And they are not fighting. Whoever it is, someone is not fighting with somebody. Whoever needs to know that. And then we have the Magician in reverse. Someone got a lack of self-esteem. And they are disconnected from Source now. And we got a King of Swords over here that's strict and serious and authority. I want to say it's this person that wanted the deadline to end to get away from your ass. There's someone that wanted to get away from your ass, and they're in this King of Swords energy, male or female. And they're saying, get the F away from me. That is what they're saying. Then we got Recovery Come Back. Hold on. Thank you, Spirit. This is the victim. This victim came out strong as hell. No thoughts, just vibes. Look, this person's happy sitting in the clouds. Oh my god. Unread isn't mystery. Indifference. Someone's avoiding you on purpose. Maybe there's a lady that you're trying to get back together. They don't give a damn. That's coming through on this reading. Victim. I can't save you or fix all your problems for you. This is a narcissist that was with an empath. This has to be the empath coming through this reading. The empath made a comeback. They're in positive vibes. They can't save you. They're done. They put the mirror up and they don't want to see your ass again. They said, not in this lifetime or any other. That is what I'm getting in my head. I'm sorry, whoever this is. Somebody cannot... Oh my god! Yeah. Someone cannot spy on someone online anymore. They got caught. And there was a light bulb moment. Maybe it's this pregnant lady. I don't know. I don't know what's going on here anymore. And then we got emotional clarity is in reverse. They are not in emotional clarity, this narcissist. They are in a trauma bond relationship. And then we got Five of Swords. There is no more aggression. Somebody just doesn't care. Somebody just doesn't care. And someone is still playing mind games. Wow. This is crazy, y'all. I'm not even sure what I'm going to name this one. Spirit gives me the best, I tell you. But I hope y'all enjoyed it. I enjoy giving it to y'all. I'm going to make lunch for me and my dog. Because my dog is my best friend, y'all. I love my dog. He is loyal and he is my best friend. He is my best friend. Alright. I will see you guys on the next one. If I can upload this in a good fashion, I will be back doing it this method. I love y'all. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.